there, friends. Today my dog's interrupting me. Today we're playing some more Trails to Azure. Last time we cleaned up a bunch of these quests, including a side quest that we found completely back, and a mystery side quest solving someone's marriage. And we still got this one. We tried to eat at a bunch of spots, but we haven't. We gotta come back in 2 days to eat at the hospital, because that's how our tax dollars work. And now we're trying to defeat a bunch of cryptids. We finished one off, and now we gotta go fight another one. So we beat the one on Ursula Road. I could do East Crossbell Highway. So let's, I think we drove here actually. Is there a fishing spot out here before we... What's this? We got this thing, but we can't do anything. Aha, that's a fishing spot. Go through all of our rods, try to catch everything. Maybe I should make a stop at the fishing guild, see if there's anything that we can actually do now. There's nothing on dumplings. Oh, this one's fast, okay. Oh, got it. Got a crab. So I have to look. Some of them were catch certain fish, or some were like catch a certain size or certain type, or... Lloyd's getting his pants all, but he doesn't have like fly fishing pants on for this. Nothing with that one. Deluxe dumplings is its own. Got some fancy fish out here that only eat it if it's deluxe. Okay. Oh, that's from the Fisherman's Guild. So we'll be out of this. We definitely need to go back to the Fisherman's Guild and buy some more. Hopefully I can catch something. Yes, okay. Big old trouts. Now we'll use one of those snow crabs we caught to try to catch a bigger fish. Okay. I assume there's not another fishing spot here. But while we are out here, because we came this way actually semi on accident. Because I think I actually want to come this way, because there is a fishing spot over here as well, I believe. There you are. So I'll try again here. We just don't have deluxe dumplings anymore. I always love the kind of stuff the fish like cough up when you catch them. I think we have like a major like issue dumping stuff in our water. If every fish has like just healing items inside of it. Thought it was gonna be too late on that one. Rain Eater. Dog has found a toy. Okay, I gotta be fast on this one. Try the crab again. Okay, something did want the crab. Okay, lots of carp. Okay. Back to the car. Unless there's another fishing spot somewhere out here. No, just an electric wreck. Don't shoot our car, please. Okay, let's go stop at the boathouse before we do the Crossbell Highway Cryptid. Oh, we're getting a cutscene. Each that is one creepy monster. Sending closer to the boathouse. Oh, is the monster here? Okay. Right, I'll have to evacuate the second that happens. Now we better wait. CGF to come out here. Well, now, is that you, Lloyd? Is that you, Buck? Long time no see, Sheridan. This giant cryptid that was spotted around here? Cryptid, you say? It's a fit name if I've ever heard one. Cryptid, wherever it is, suddenly appeared from deep in the marsh yesterday evening. Contacted the CGF to come take care of it and no updates. Are you and the SSS here to deal with it? We are at the CGF transferred the request to us. Can you start by telling us the details of the situation? Sure, like I said, it all started yesterday evening. One about our business was suddenly get spooked by the strangest animal cry we've ever heard. There was a suspicious shadow moving deep within part of the marsh that's always been sealed off, so we decided to go check it out. We spotted the cryptid. After that, we immediately made a report to the CGF. Thought about clearing out from the place, but things just stayed back there. It didn't seem like that was going to change either. Just to be safe, we've been taking turns monitoring the situation since last night. Wise decision. Anything peculiar happened while you were watching? Not that I know of. One thing, we definitely could tell it was hostile. It was hostile approaching it from far, but well. We put this, we feel like the reason it hasn't crept over the boathouse is because it can't, like it's immobile. Though obviously we can't confirm. Immobile cryptid? Like a cocoon or something? See, so A, it came out of nowhere, and B, it can't leave the general area. Probably has something to do with that spatial distortion stuff. I wouldn't be surprised. In that case, we'd like to head and investigate right away. Is that okay? If I investigate you really need to exterminate, go ahead, be my guest, I'll unlock the gate. Alright, good to go. It's all up to you now. Thanks. Okay. Ah, that's like a creepy Venus flytrap with a whale lord mouth. And there's that other flower behind it.
同じく上位三属性の発言を確認。やはり原因は不明です。やっぱりか。どうやら幻獣そのものが原因じゃなさそうだけど。ロイドさん、早速仕掛けますか？ああ、慎重に行こう。
Check her health. Health looks good. Alright. And we can't investigate the flowers yet, but we'll be sure to do that after. Oh, it's got mouth tentacles. Oh, it's a Hydra. Alright, well, let's start by seeing, can we blind a Hydra, even though it has no eyes? Looks like the answer is no. Okay. Fire elements, especially time magic, it looks like. I think it's space-time mirage, so time, Water has no effect whatsoever. Other than that, seems like physical's fine. Okay. So this one, space magic. It's time and then space. Okay. It casts an art. Of course, you don't have any. What was the next best one? Mirage. What is this? Thought you didn't have eyes. Holy. Okay, so I think we really need to interrupt it if it's casting arts. I can see the dog stuff off camera. Okay. Okay. Let's just try to heal. Especially our healer. And then we're gonna steal this HP bit. Oh, this. Oh, dang, it didn't kill that one. Moves next. This arm, then the mouth. Okay, yes, so if we move him here, he will get to move before the big guy. Except you're blind. It's not great. Two eye drops. You're too far. Dang it, Lloyd. Select one orbital art. Okay. If we miss, it won't counter. Ah, dang, didn't steal the critical fast enough. Oh, I guess we did impede it, so acid rain doesn't count as an art. That also explains why. I guess he did. He did reflect it. Okay, there we go. Okay. I need to get you back up and running. And you didn't die, which is good. You can do. Yeah, I think that's the best. Need to get Lloyd back up so he can impede. Almost out of EP. Let's try to get her CP up a little bit. Oh, that's right, dang. That'll be too late. No attack dishes. Think of natural impede. Did not work. Do you have an impede craft? Or a delay craft we can try. Do some recovery dishes. Try for delay. Jeez, there's a TPK right away. Okay. Yes, there is. How's it going, Panic? There he's being very vicious. You accidentally took on your World of Warcraft Guild's Discord. How do you accidentally take that on? You were also blinded, right? Yeah. Does anyone need healing? Not desperately yet. So the boomers can't understand the emojis. Oh wait, you were casting a spell? I didn't even see that. Well, I think I gotta restart that. Yeah, just kill me. I didn't realize you were casting. Okay, we got a critical coming up, which we can use for an S break. Yeah, okay, you're not blind. Oh, and you hit defense down on that, but you do... Cures ailments as well? That's a really good ability now. And then, of course... Wait, you were casting again? When did you start casting? Or is that just a craft that you can use at any time? I'm just getting really unlucky. Yeah. Yeah, just kill him. There.
Should I let him out? Or wait?
What time is it? Yeah, let him out. And then we just won't let him out until final.
There's the smallest bunny outside. Look at it.
Oh,
It's so small.
maybe let Buck wait a bit because here, that poor bunny away.
It's eating the ground.
Nom nom and take Buck out in the front maybe.
No. Good.
Buddy's already done. Okay. Buck's gotta get his honor back after that cat smacked him. Okay. Oh, it's not worth it. Just accelerate all three of you. So this turn. Then you get another attack right after. Okay, now you're casting. I see it. Blind my entire team. Okay, there we go. Well, we hit. You're the only one not blinded.
リカバーこれで大丈夫。
行くぞ。させるか。
Okay, we repeat it again. Okay, there's one down. But we need to heal. Do this.
私の番です。
We'll do this to reduce their defense.
よし。行くぜ。
そこです。
ありがとう。俺の番だな。俺の番だな。
行きます。
Let's bring Sight in.
来て、今のは。みんな。
よし。
Okay, we're sitting in decent shape this time. We're not currently
私
casting.
の番です。
We're now casting.
行くぞ。させるか。任せろ。
行きます。
Yeah, let's analyze you.
入手しました。
Same elemental resistances.
俺の番だな。
任せて。そこ。
行くぜ。
行きます。
行くぞ。任せろ。
任せて。そこ。行きます。
Okay, ignore our defense, but without your lackeys, that doesn't do a whole lot. And there we go.
やるじゃない。
やったわ。
I'll take a look at that, but I think that was her damage one, and I liked keeping her as healing.
やれやれ。こっちの方も手強かったね。
Well, see, that one was stronger.
消え方は同じ。
やっぱり場の歪みってのは続いたままかよ。
そうですね。ただ何か具体的な原因がありそうな気はします。
具体的な原因？
先ほどから私の感覚が歪みにか乱されていて、むしろ皆さんの方が原因を見つけられるかもしれません。そう？
よし、この付近を捜索してみよう。場の歪みをもたらしているものが必ずあるはずだ。
了解しました。
You mean the weird plant that we noticed last time?
この花は
確かウルスラ感動方面の岸辺でも咲いていたような。
ああ、そういや見かけたな。
すごく綺麗な花ですね。見たことがありませんけど、なんていう名前なんでしょうか。
まさかとは思うけど、いや。
ロイド？
何？その花を摘んでいくつもりかい？ああ、ちょっとかわいそうだけど。
なんだ？
これは
今のは
何か空間が揺らいだような。
ティオ、場の歪みの方は？
上位三属性の気配が消滅しました。すでにこの一帯に異常は感じられません。
そうか。
Wonder if that choice was
ちょっと待て。
gave us bonus detective points.
まさかその青い
We're
花
gonna
が
get promoted because we picked a flower.
してたのかよ。
まあ、そういうことだろうね。 そのちっぽけな花程度にそんな力があるとも思えないけど。
信じられない。
一体どういう花なんでしょうか。
もうその花からは
No, we're just getting an event, it
お
looks
かしな
like.
気配は感じませんが、とりあえずどこかで調べてもらった方がいいの。
そうだな。医科大学あたりもちょっと専門が違うだろうし。
とにかくなくさないよう保管しておきましょう。心当たりが見つかったら調べてもらえばいいじゃない。
ああ、そうするか。
If we have anyone who's a botanist.
何か心当たりでもあるの？
いや、僕のうろ覚えかもしれないけど、教会の聖典に不思議な青い花の言い伝えがあった気がする。
おいおい、マジかよ。
いや、だいぶ前に流し読みした時に見かけた気がするんだけど、エリーとか心当たりはないかい？
私もさすがに聖典のすべてに目は通していないけど、でも確かにそんなくだりを読んだ気がするわ。不思議な力を持っているという青き花の言い伝えを。
それってビンゴなんじゃないですか？
This game is trails to Azure with this Azure flower. So what does it do
教会関係者に確認する
besides granting higher element? The enclosed area, and it seems like it draws cryptids to it. Did the cryptids somehow bring the flower?
そうだな。やっぱりマーブル先生が
Maybe we should go
一
pick
番
the
相
other
談し
one.
やすいかもしれない。
適任だと思うわ。彼女にも相談できそうだけど。
よし、そんじゃクロスベル大聖堂に向か
Oh,
うか。
Reese is gonna make appearance. Or reappearance. What, were you able to take him cryptid? Yeah, we managed. It only took like 4 tries. Still be careful, but I doubt it's coming back anytime soon. Really, that's a relief. Having to devote ourselves to the way of the rod again. Everyone. By the by, would have something for you. This new fishing rod? Sure is. Put together to help us take down the Imperial Fishing Club. Build a reel way bigger catches with this bad boy. Wait, you made this, Peter? May not look the part, but Peter's a real whiz with the toolkit. So I'll look at some brand new gear by taking the stuff that's on the market. Yeah, it's kind of funny considering how much he sucks at actually fishing. Oh, shut it, Copeland. No one asked for your commentary. Still, it's a really nice piece of equipment. Thanks for letting me have it. And then they were gone. Okay, so
ここなら釣れそうだな。
let's try our 2 new fishing rods. I don't think we've used we've definitely fished this spot before, but I don't think we've done it with the 3rd and 4th fishing rods. Maybe with the 3rd.
よーし、大物だ。それ。
Okay, gotta be fast with the dumplings. Look at this other guy fishing where there's not even a fishing spot. We got it this time.
よし、ゲットだ。
We can use a carp as a bait. Catch a deluxe carp. I clearly know very little about fishing. That's actually kind of sucks that they give us a new fishing rod and it can't catch anything here. I will buy some of these deluxe dumplings though. And actually, let's see. Maybe we can use deluxe dumplings with this new fishing rod. No. But with this rod we can. That doesn't make sense to me, but okay. Looks like more of a koi. And I know very little about the ways of fishing. In fishing notebook. Okay. Can we change our affiliation? So we caught 14 types of fish. We've got 32 fish. Maybe we have to do it back in town. Let's rest. We'll
どこに行きますか？
sleepy car ride.
お安いご用です。お待たせしま、どうしますか？
Alright, first,
どこ
let's
に行きます
go
か？お
and
安
see
い
if
ご
we
用
can
です。
pull out the flowers from the
お
other
待たせしました。
one.
そこ？
Oh, and we can try out our new fishing rod at these spots as well.
ここなら釣れそうだな。それ。ま、こんなもんかな。
Salamander. Okay. That's different.
こっちの花も。
いや、こちらの方は様子を見よう。ひょっとしたら貴重。
確かに積んだ
Okay.
ら力を失うみたいです。でも
So we're leaving them as a control group, so in case whatever botanist needs more information.
ま、そん時はそん時だ。
So we got an extra little
ここなら釣れそうだな。
cutscene there.
それ。
Okay. Wait, wasn't there a... Oh, let's return the car to the garage. So hoping I could fast travel back to the car.
敵接近狙い撃つ
よし。
行くぜ。
Okay, these things actually still hit reasonably hard.
よし。
おっしゃ。ぜ
さて
そこです。デリジネット。戦闘終了。警戒態勢に戻ります。
よし。行くか。どこに行こうかな。さあ、行くぞ。到着だ。
Okay, so I want to go to the fishing guild. Not the bracer guild, the fishing guild. Eh, 29 unique kinds of fish. Not there yet. 130 reg. Third. I wish there was just like a top. We're getting close. 117. Okay, this is actually, I was gonna say it's sorted by length. It's not quite, but it's pretty close. Beatificent fish. Okay. Bass, rock eater, carp, piranha, arowana, piraruku. I think we've caught about half of those. Rock eater, bass. Only two. Maybe this is the nicest looking. So that was this guy. Ames Mountain Path. Okay. Let's go there, see if this is enough. And then we can go to the church after that.
よし、どこに行こうかな。
That stream. So actually, it's
さあ、行くぞ。よし、着いたぞ。
probably just along the road up here. It's not here. If we did that have any fishing spots? Suppose we can try to catch some fish with our new rods as we go past.
俺の番だ。おっしゃ。
行きます。いやよかった。
Is there a fishing spot off this bridge now? Don't know what that thing is, but don't like it.
しまった。立て直さないと。行きます。そこです。いや。
私の番ですね。
はい。私のそこ。
行くよ。
行きますよ。
行きます。敵集団撃破しました。
Okay. I'm Lloyd from the Fisherman's Guild, take it from the Imperial Fishing Club. Indubitably, 'tis I, the opulable and stylified member of the Elite Four, Narcissus the Crazy Wave. I presuppose you're here to throw down your gauntlet, as it were. First must go forth, catch the cross-Belgian embodiment of the scene beauty. Okay. The noble carp, okay. Sure. I want to look after and see what that actually looks like. I hope it's really just like brown and ugly and standard fish. Okay, so we can actually do the duel. Asking price. Fish with the highest value. This guy just makes up random words. There's some luck to this as well. if you don't catch anything, you just instantly lose. Wonderful. So is he gonna catch the same 600 Nero worth? Or is it slightly random? Okay, looks like he's locked in.
Yes, get to that.
Jeez, I wish we could just try to catch something until we beat 600, because if he's always at this level, we have to sit through his little like thing each time. I'm just trying different ones. I honestly don't know which fish would be worth more or what fish these will even get, or if it'll even get a fish here. Tie. Also look at the size, because he's getting random size, and it doesn't look like that changes the price. And just each fish has a price assigned to it. Which makes sense, because if it's in your inventory and you sell it, it's not going to look at the size of it. But also, just not have enough rod or be missing the bait. We do regular dumplings. Let's try regular dumplings. Gosh. First one. Okay, we only have one remaining option. Assuming that each rod and bait catches like one type of fish. So if this one doesn't work, we'll have to come back later with probably a newer rod. And I don't think this will do it. I think we'll have to come back later. Well, that was annoying. We'll have to come back later. Instead, the church.
そろそろ夕方か。今日中に報告書は提出したいし、なんとか情報を集めないとな。
手がかりがあるといいんだけど。とりあえずマーブル先生を訪ねてみるんですよね。
ああ、日曜学校の授業が入ってないといいんだけど。
おや、君たちは。
イアン先生。
ご無沙汰しています。なんでも最近相当お忙しくされてらっしゃる。
そうなのか。
いや、実は例の国家独立に関する憲法草案の作成を市長に頼まれてね。
Life's certainly the only lawyer in the entire country. Also, who does he go? If you hire him, who does the other person hire? There's just the one lawyer. Who's the first person to hire him? Just wins.
自治州法ではなくですか？
憲法というのは国家存立の基本条件を定めた根本的な法律になるの。国の当事権や仕組み、大原則を定めた最高法規で他国の干渉を許さないものよ。国家としての体裁を持つためには絶対欠かせないものになるわね。
はあ、また 難しげな代物だな。
しかしイアン先生ならばまさに適任ではないかと。
市長が熱心に頼んでくるから断りきれなくってね。まあ私個人としても彼のアイデアには賛成。実現は困難かもしれないが、せめて力になれないかと思ってね。
そうですか。ひょっとして息抜きがてらお祈りにでも来てたのかな。
ああ、ちょっと煮詰まっていたが、いい気分転換になったようだ。やはり人間困った時はエイドス頼みというのも悪くないね。
確かに言えてるっすね。
本当にお疲れ様です。
君たちの方こそ。そろそろ夕方だが、もしかして仕事で来たのかい？
ええ、ちょっと教会関係者に。
事情がありそうだね。こちらも忙しくはあるが、何か力になれそうなことが君たちならば大歓迎だ。
ありがとうございます。
お気をつけてお帰りください。
忙しそうだな。
ええ、憲法草案ともなるとそう下手なものを発表してしまったらそれだけで帝国共和国あたりから説得力なしと言われるだろうし。
僕たちの忙しさとは気苦労も違うんだろうね。それはそうと日曜学校の教室を訪ねるのかい？ああ、行ってみよう。
Alright, we'll go and they'll let me. We'll go and do this other little side thing we can view. I find the correct grave. There we go. Don't mind me asking. No, but now that's your older brother's grave here, Lloyd. Who are your parents? Now that you mention it. You guy lost your parents when you were young, correct? Yeah, it was 15 years ago. Honestly, so little I don't remember the details very well. All I know is that they passed away in a horrible airship accident. A new ship that just gone into commission. Ship accident? That's terrible. Well, only just started implementing them for commercial use then, so safety concerns were still an issue. Yeah, the ship went down in a mountain range, they're never able to recover any remains. The guy was devastated by it. To make it worse, he then had to raise his kid brother all by himself. I wish I could repay him for all those years. If it makes you feel any better, I doubt your big bro ever saw it as a burden. That's right, he spoke to you, Lloyd, for you as a natural baby face who was too cute to handle. Not much has changed since then. For the hydrate. Can you imagine little bitty Lloyd 3 years old? It must have been adorable. I can see it, honestly. Probably so sweet and cuddly that you just want to squeeze him. This might be a little too easy to picture. Guys, knock it off. Sorry for taking our time. We'll head into the cathedral. I guess you can't fish at the church. Marbles in here, right? Yeah. Cheerio's sometimes here. He's sometimes on the cat tower there. How's it going, Obtuse? And Buck was just here. He was just snacking just before, but I think he finished his snack.
今日はキーヤは参加してないようですが。
君たち何か用かね。
あ、エラルダ大司教。
お疲れ様です。
君たちは確かクロスベル警察のものだったな。シスターマーブルに用かね。
はい。とある植物について相談したいことがありまして。
植物。
It's going? Well, hopefully, it's going a bit better on the long weekend for you.
それは薬草か何かかね。
いえ、そういうわけではないんですが。
なんでも晴天に乗ってるかもしれないって話っすけど。
ならば私が代わりに話を聞いてもいいが、これでも薬草や植物全般にはそれなりに知識があるのでね。
そういえばルピナス草の件ではお世話になりました。
まあ君たちが良ければだ。
Yeah, I've got a coworker like that who, cause he's from Italy, so anytime there's a long weekend, he's like, "Oh, there's a long weekend? I didn't know. Great."
私は執務室に下がっている。よければ訪ねてくるがいい。
I can just follow you to your office right now.
変わらず厳格そうな方ですね。
でもせっかくだし相談してみましょうか。
Seems like a few people in our party aren't really a fan of his.
失礼します。
Look where he's dressed.
ああ、はい。話を聞こうか。晴天に乗っているという植物とのこ。
いえ、まだそうだと決まったわけではありませんが。
まずはこれまでの経緯を一通りお話しします。
時、空、四季の気配に不可思議なる魔獣。
そう、以前報告させていただいた東野総員の魔獣とも違っていて。
そういえば
前に教官に相談してみるって言ってましたよね。
その花というのは今持っているのかね。
It was definitely a Japan release first. There were a lot of these games. There was actually, if you watch the Nintendo Direct on, was that Wednesday? They're actually remaking one of the games in this series, which officially only had a Japanese release, but a fan release like redid all the lines in English. Which it seems like, based on what I've seen, they're gonna utilize that for the remake.
あ、はい。光は失われていますが。
But there's definitely games in the series that have not released outside of Japan yet, especially the more minor ones or some of their like mobile games.
これは
ひょっとして。
やはり何か心当たりが。
いや、残念ながら心当たりはないな。
え？
おいおい、そりゃねえっすよ。
どう考えても心当たりがありそうな反応でした。
ないものはないだけだ。こちらから誘ってなんだが、お引き取り願おうか。これでも忙しい身なのでな。
そんな。
ああ、シスターマーブルに聞いたところ
It's also interesting because like not everything is voiced, and sometimes what they pick to be voiced and what they don't is
好き
interesting.
な彼女であっても、その花のことは知らぬはずだ。逆に、もし知って
Like
い
we've
れば
had like main quest lines that aren't voiced, but then like random missable like side stories that are completely voiced.
それって
どう考えても知ってる前提の発言だよね。
どう言われようとも、私の答えは変わらない。たとえ警備隊のソーニャ司令が直接訪ねてこようともな。
ロイド、失礼しましょう。これ以上お聞きしても無駄だわ。
わかった。失礼します。大司教。
うん。悪く思わないでくれ。
おいおいおい、ちょいとばかり意地悪すぎやしねえか。
先輩。
I wouldn't be surprised.
でも後ろめたい雰囲気も特にありませんでした。
Tio probably
まるで私たちに
is in some stuff.
おそらく何らかのタブーがあ
I
る。
find usually these games have a lot of like high profile voice actors.
マーブル先生が知らないほどのタブーが。やれやれ。
There's definitely a lot of like typecasting for like
余計に知りたくなる。
voice actors in Japanese style games.
こうなったら全部の聖典を一から読み漁ってみるかい。
でも聖典全部となると膨大な数になるし、私が昔読んだのってどのあたりのくだりだったかしら。多分普通の聖典には詳しくは載っていないはずです。
We're getting a re-entry. We
あ
are.
なたは
リースさん、し、お静かに。このまま冷
します。
彼女は信用できるわ。何か話があるみたいだし、とにかく行ってみましょう。
ああ、わかった。
Now this one is one of the newer ones to release to English. Let's see what other got. Okay, it looks like we just have English and Japanese for text. I don't even know if you can change the voice on this without a mod. Doesn't look like it.
Sa, こちらへ。あまり他の方々には見られたくありませんから。
はあ。
失礼します。なるほど。確かにこれは大司教ならば口を閉ざすのも無理ありませんね。
わかるのかよ、シスターさん。
その前にエリーさん、まだ私の身分について説明していないみたいですね。ええ、あまり言い回るのもどうかと思いまして感謝します。その身分というのは、もう大司教にはうすうす感づかれているようですが、私は教会内でも特殊な組織に所属しています。聖杯騎士団。風星省という機関に所属するアーティファクトを回収する組織です。
聖杯騎士団って。
アルタイルロッジで手を貸してくれた
ケビン・グラハムですね。ちなみに
Please
私は
don't bring Kevin
彼を
back.
サポートする重騎士の異界にあります。本来ならば様々な調査のため彼自身がクロスベル入りをするのが筋ではあったのですが、大司教の目があったので代わりに私が情報収集役として派遣されたというわけです。
なるほど。
そうだったんですか。
なんつうか、教会ってのもいろいろしがらみがあるみてえだな。
ええ、お恥ずかしながら話を戻しますが、皆さん確かにとある聖典に記されている花である可能性はと言っても正式な聖典ではなく、いわゆる下典にあたりますが。
下典。
つまり正式なものとは認められていない遺書ってことだね。
Dropping church lore here.
教会内でも限られたものしか閲覧は許されていません。
Viewer permitted to lay eyes on it, but both Ellie and Wazzy expressed memories of reading this. So how did they read it?
騎士団に所属する者はそうした下典の閲覧を許されています。危険なアーティファクトの存在が記されているものが多いからです。
なるほど。
ではその青い花は一体どのように記されて。下典の一つラダーキに青き花についての描写があります。七葉脈の真上に咲く吉兆とも強調とも取れる神秘の花。
Real or woe?
その名もプレロマ草の記述が。その名前は。
それって確か。
I'm glad they remember that. I did not remember this. Also, I love the fact that there's that treasure chest there that we didn't open before that's in the background.
教団の端末に残されてたっていうグノーシスの原料になった植物の名前かい？
はい。
That seems like an important word to not have redacted in this thing where half of it's redacted.
まさかこんな場所でその名前を聞くとは
な。なるほど、そうでしたか。かの教団の残した謎については教会でもほとんど解明されていません。エラルダ大司教の意向もあり、ヨアヒム・ギュンターが起こした事件もほとんど調査されませんでしたが。
ちょっと待ってください。 その花が本当に例のグノーシスという薬物の原料だったとして、それが各地で発見されたことが何を意味してるんでしょう。
そうね。幻獣の出現も気になるし、七葉脈の真上に咲く花、しかも吉兆とも強兆とも取れる花ですか。
ああ、どうも嫌な符号だぜ。
とにかく俺たちだけで対処できる問題でもなさそうだ。一旦支援課に戻って詳細な報告書をまとめてみよう。リースさん、教えていただいた情報は警備隊やギルドに伝えても。
そうですね。なるべく私の名前を出さないでいただけるのであれば。
There's
内視鏡
only
にとったら
like
スパイみたいな立場
two
なの。
sisters at this cathedral. I think it'll be really easy to figure out which one spilled the beans.
もちろんそのあたりは極力配慮させていただきます。ならば問題ありません。私の方も騎士団に連絡してから調査に入ってみるつもりです。お互い何か進展があったら情報交換するのはいかがですか？
ええ、喜んで。
よろしくお願いします。
That was day 1. So I have to come back another day for the hospital food.
こりゃいい。こいつは最高だ。これなら絶対に。
This looks like the underground where the kid was trapped inside the vent.
絶対にやつを。
Oh, is this who was Wazzy's opponent?
ああ、あんたか。
He's got a weird like pipe blade thing.
ああ、問題ねえ。いつでもいける。
I think it is him. Oh no, don't tell him. Oh, it's I'm a demon.
ただし、やり方は俺に任せてもらう。
Can Robin turn into a demon? I'm not a big Fire Emblem person. I tried playing 1 or 2 games, and I just couldn't get through. My brother is my brother is a Fire Emblem like lover. He has played through 3 houses, I think, like 60 times. Yeah, that's my wife in the background with their Slack notifications on. I think he's done like each route 20 times or something. He kept like notebooks and he would try like different combinations on each run. Yeah, he is a huge fan of Fire Emblem. Yeah, Pat, I know that feeling. I was watching a video the other day and for whatever reason they used like the sound effect to transition between like screens as like that Slack notification. Every time I heard it, I'm like, wait, what? So I was like, had the video on the background as I was working. I'm like, who's messaging me? Where's that noise coming? Oh, it's my video. Why did you do this?
他に気になる案件は何か入っていませんか？
入ってると言えば入ってるが、ま、他の課に任せておけ。どのみち国家独立の住民投票である程度の混乱を。
Although the dog's waiting for us to eat.
今は不安要素の洗い
I
出し
say dog and he's a wolf. For legal purposes, he's our K9 unit.
確かにそうですね。
いわゆる危機管理ってやつだね。
しかしそうなると今日の方針はどうしましょう。拳銃の調査も私たちの担当は昨日のうちに終えてしまいましたし。
ま、ギルドの遊撃士どもを手伝うってのもありかもしれね
え。どうしたの？
気になることでもあるのかい？いや、思ったんだけど一度ローゼンベルク工房を訪ねてみないか？
結社に関係があるっていう。
そうか、すっかり忘れてたな。
もちろんそうされ以上がない以上
だがあの老人は前にこんな風にも言っていた。
だが今は特に話すことがあるわけでもあるまい。何か要件ができたら念に免じて話くらいは聞こう。
尋ねてみる価値はあるかもしれませんね。危険が伴うかもしれませんが。
確かにあの奇妙な少年の目的くらいは掴んでおきたいね。もしかしたらあの工房に滞在してるのかもしれないし。
賛成です。ただでさえ危険な外国勢力が台頭しているこの状況、これ以上怪しげな勢力を放置するわけにはいきません。
そうね。まずは工房を直接訪ねてみる形でいいのね。
ああ、様子を見てみよう。場合によっては捜査令状を手配する必要があるかもしれない。
だな。よし、そんじゃあとっとと出かけるとすっか。
ねえみんな、もうお仕事に出かけるの？
ああ、そのつもりだけど。キヨは今日は図書館に行くんだったか。
Yeah, no problem. Take care. Enjoy the long weekend.
雫のために展示の本を探そうかなって。お買い物して帰るけど、晩ご飯食べたいものある？
お買い物ってキーヤちゃん大丈夫なの？確かに料理は何度も作ってもらっていますが。
ママのお父さんとかオスカーからいつも買ってるし、デパートの食品コーナーのおばちゃんとも仲いいよ。
いつの間に。
まあ希望なら納得だぜ。
そうなるとちょいと涼しくなってきたし、鍋物なんかいいかもしれねえな。
いいですね。みんなで盛り上がれそうですし。
鍋っていうことはやっぱり東方風なのかな。
キーヤちゃん大丈夫？
お出汁をちゃんと取りたいから東通りの露店街にも寄らない？
お、本格的じゃねえか。
帰ってきた時のお楽しみができましたね。
ありがとうキーヤ。今日はなるべく遅くならないように帰ってくるよ。
Alright. So let's report to HQ.
おめでとうございます。ランクアップしました。特典の品もお疲れ様でした。
We got package delivery. Mascot.
.いくつか新しいのも来ているね。
どうする？先に人形工房に行ってから片付けても良さそうだが。
いや、聞き込み次第ではどうなるかもわからない。急ぎの支援要請なんかは先に片付けておいた方がいいな。
そうですね。強制捜査の必要があるかもしれませんし。
じゃあ準備ができたら参道の人
Okay,
形
so we're gonna do all these requests first then.
テーマパークのアルバイトは無性に心惹かれますね。
I wonder if you actually lose affinity with Tio if you don't do the Michelin quest. Let's do a quick look at weapons and armor. Can't afford that. I'll save my money for the rest. At least for right now. Let's go take a look at horrible stuff. So we probably using The first thing, let's make sure everyone has at least one open double. And then let's prioritize our casters. Don't think there's going to be anything here. But one I can make into that would be worth it. Okay, so don't have level 3s now. Oh, jeez. $50,000 Master Quartz. CP fully restores CP inside the car for 10 grand. That's good. Let's go to IVC. Let's exchange some stuff for some money. That'll bring us down to like 200 of each and earn us almost 29,000 Mira. Okay, let's go do some shopping. So let's start with the expensive. Let's see what this one does. Strength and art attack. I mean, yes, I want it, but I can't afford it. So I'll buy this one. How much money do I have left? 10,000. Let's buy the car CP one. Okay, so let's outfit the car. That's really good. Also, why are you hiding here? Hey, Momo. Yeah, this is probably it. The police building can't just slip in here. Come on, sharing is caring. You saw quite a bit where I'm hiding. Don't be a narc. Guess they're playing like hide and seek. Cool. Cool is pretty cool. I think I like. We'll do that. So let's. So now if we do that, oh, everyone's fully healed, fully EP'd and CP'd up. That's wonderful. Next thing, I want to see what the noble carp looked like. Okay, yeah, that was the most beautiful one. Okay, I fully agree with him on that one. Okay. Start with this one. Which house is here? Here we go. Excuse me, you put in a request? Hello there. Tell you how glad I am that you're here to help with this again. Yes, thank you very much for coming. Can you tell us what's happened since yesterday? And there's a new development in the case. That's correct. If the situation is more dire than we originally thought, discuss in depth with you right away. Okay, you mentioned the situation's changed. It has. Yesterday evening I went to the ash tree in another attempt to persuade Derek. Told him that Minith character is far too suspicious and I need to break ties with him. Did beat around the bush then, huh? Not for a second. In the end, Derek still refused to listen. I did learn something new, so I hurried here to discuss the matter with Mr. Hayworth. Something new? Has Minith taken some form of action? Chief Tolta told me caught me off guard, if I may be frank. Minith's grip in the village is far tighter than we had given it credit for. Would you mind elaborating? We learned yesterday several villagers already trust him. Further than that? Well, you see, Minith not only secured the private property on Old America Road, but also deeds numerous plots and fields in the village itself. What? Shocking as that is, one question comes to mind. How was he able to pull off something that big? Good question. From what we know, Minith pitched a plan to increase Enrica's lotus production, as he puts it. By slowly accumulating deeds to the villagers' farmland, he'd expand the lotus fields and streamline their harvests. Moreover, management of the plots themselves would be contracted to the Quincy Company to reduce the required labor. That's lined with what we heard yesterday. First blush, it sounds like a pretty good deal to the villagers. Yeah, too good to be true. As long as those deeds are in his hands, he can use the land any way he wants. There should be no coming back from that. Indeed, man cannot be trusted by any means. He's solely focused on the private property of ours. Even the worst case scenario wouldn't be too terrible. Now that he's using plots of land within the village, the results would be catastrophic. You guys might be shit out of luck when it comes to breaking that contract, though. That's where you come in. You can expose him. Perhaps the contract can be avoided. No, there's nothing criminal happening when it starts here, but even still, I ask you to look into this. Well, we've never actually been all that beholden to CPD protocol, which helps support citizens when they request it. Given us enough reason to find Minith suspicious, so we'll gladly help. Thank you. All of you, our village's guardian angels. Where should we begin the investigation? I'm at a bit of a loss myself. Me too. It's not as if we have any smoking guns to look into. True. In that case, I want to ask Ian for assistance. You mean Mr. Grimwood? Yes, granted, we're only working off our suspicions at the moment. If you explain the situation, you might be able to find a trace of something illicit in Minith's actions. Sounds like a good idea. Even a shred of evidence against Minith would be a good starting point for the investigation. Warning though, he's been incredibly busy ever since the mayor advocated for our independence. There's no guarantee he'll have time to see you. Only one way to find out, off to the law office. We'll catch him, maybe we won't. We'll cross the bridge when we come to it. And Harold will ask if any of his business associates have heard about Minith at the Quincy Company. Okay. Oh, Mr. Grimwood. Heard you might have been out of your office. Yes, I'm in the middle of taking a much-needed break. Well, we're here to interrupt it. Seems you're in desperate need of my counsel. Is that obvious? I've seen those looks on your faces come through my door countless times. Take a seat. I might be busy, but I'm happy to lend in here. I see. This is quite a predicament the village has found itself in. A case such as this would typically be top priority. As you know, last week I've been drafting up a preliminary constitution for the mayor. I apologize. I won't have time to handle this case personally. It's unfortunate, but we understand. We suspected that would be the case. Still, even just a consultation would be helpful. Very well. I'll give you any advice I can while you're here. Do you have any insight? There's no evidence of Minith engaging in the unlawful activity, at least as far as we can tell. Something we're missing. I do have one idea. Damn, already? Possibly. An Erebonian contact of mine once provided me with some reference material for a very similar case. Can't say the circumstances are an exact match. Any lead would be a good lead. I think there's other cases worth mentioning. We'd be happy to hear about it. Very well. I can hardly refuse you. From what I can recall, several years ago, a man visited the estate of an Erebonian baron, introduced himself as Rittner, an enterprising businessman working for a famous brewing company. Rittner presented the baron with an opportunity to become rich beyond his wildest dreams, and quickly. Those the Baron's barley fields, which have been passed down for generations, could use to establish a brewery. Still to be constructed on the balcony. Oh, the barony. It's like, oh, I'm on a balcony. Like, geez, how small is this, or how impressive is this balcony? His family would be responsible for managing them. That was the idea anyways. Hold on. Telling if this is awfully reminiscent of what's going on in America. Baron accepted and signed Rittner's contract. Then, under the pretense of constructing the brewery, the fields and a portion of the Baron's lands were temporarily transferred to Rittner. However, the Baron converted its assets into capital for the sake of getting the business off the ground. Rittner soon disappeared with both the deeds and the capital, never to be seen again. The hell? Baron and his family panicked after suddenly losing contact with Rittner. At the time, they had no idea of the gravity of what was about to unfold. Their shock and surprise, they learned Rittner had sold the deeds to a third party. Their land was to be repurposed into a villa resort. Today it stands as part of a suburb instead. And the Baron's family were acting in substantial debt. Before long, they had lost their entire territory. That the family was stripped of their rank, they vanished without a trace. Damn, that's one hell of a story. I mean, conned them into giving up their property and sold it right under their noses. Who would even do such a thing? Their investigation immediately reminded me of that case. One person lies to earn another's trust before running off with a large fortune. Common strategy for committing fraud. Fraud? This case is the same, and it may not be a Quincy Company employee at all. It simply be a conman trying to swindle America for all their work. Precisely, I can't say for certain that's the case here, but I'm concerned it might be. I agree, there's too many parallels between that story and our case. We best shift our focus to investigating this as a potential act of fraud. Change the leads you should be looking into. Exactly. As far as meth goes, there are two major areas that stand out. First, that plan of his. We need to find whether or not he's actually done anything to establish the American Honey Company. Probably figure that out by following the nearest trail. He'd have to apply for a bank loan to open a business. Shaman will find the evidence at IBC. The other point of concern is whether Min's actually an employee of Quincy Company. Their headquarters aren't in Crossville, so it'll be tough to ferret out. I may be able to help with that. Try stopping by my grandfather's home. We have a brochure about the Quincy Company there. It outlines how the company operates. We might be able to find some useful information. Something like that doing your Gramps pad. Because I happen to enjoy making sweets, alright. I once took an interest in the Quincy Company, so I ordered one of their brochures. Last I recall was on a shelf in my old bedroom, and I doubt a simple brochure would have all the info we need. I'm so quick to discount the possibility. Official Quincy Company material might be able to find something that conflicts with what Mineth said. It hurts to cover your bases. Alright, so we've got our advice, we got some leads. Okay, so he'll help out when he can. Got our two leads, so let's go follow up on them. We'll start with the McDowell residence, so that's right here, even though we can fast travel everywhere. Sit on your shelf. Do I have to do the other one first? Oh wait, is this your grandfather's room? There we go. Here it is. It's the Quincy Company brochure. Dang, they even had this sucker bound. Can't say they didn't put in any effort into it. Ample resources for doing so considering the size. The first rating should be sufficiently credible. Alright, let's take a closer look. As the leader in confectionery manufacturing, the Quincy Company strives tirelessly towards its next innovation. This brochure aims to briefly introduce the methods and creeds that drive our passion. We believe the key aspect of any confectionery is taste. Otherwise, how could anyone enjoy it? This belief as a core tenet, the Quincy Company refuses to compromise on the quality of its products. So far this checks out. He said their honey was exquisite taste, and that's why he wants to use it for candy. So far, checks out. Factories are fitted with the latest equipment, operated with utmost attention to hygiene. We're particular not just about the ingredients, but where they are sourced as well. Production development pipeline 2. Okay. Seems fine so far. Prototypes are personally sampled by our executives after many meetings. And executives plural. To my knowledge, only one person is sampled. Well, I guess this is prototype. We haven't gotten to prototypes yet. Okay, so maybe I'm jumping in on that. Only then can they reach the production line. This has been a Quincy company tradition since its founding, such that we may deliver our value to customers nothing less than the finest confectionaries. So this commitment to excellence has made Quincy company the exceptional confectioner today. So we were expecting to all your typical corporate double talk. Anyone managed to find a contradiction between something Minutes has said? Not in particular, maybe coming for this was a waste of time. I did notice something. You did. Alright, you just activated detect mode and bam. Don't leave us hanging. What'd you find? Remember what Minutes told us at the hotel yesterday? It's obvious, it was only a passing remark, but still comes a major conflict with what was written here. Prove that he isn't in fact an employee of the Quincy company. Getting much out of this one old pamphlet? Sorry, you see, Minute, sort of cut you off, but where's the fun spoiling it now? What are you talking about? Being honest, it's annoying when the only one's figured out. Why not give the rest of us a chance and save everyone the interrogate Minute? Wazzy, this is an investigation, not a game. I agree with Wazzy, actually. Offices might be accurate after all. As a precaution, we shouldn't let ourselves be swayed by a mere hunch. Not to mention, I don't appreciate you stealing the spotlight through detective mode. We are the detective. No one else is a detective. Why do I get the feeling that second comment's the real reason she doesn't want me to share? Fine, I just want you all to consider everything we've learned so far. Okay. See what he puts in there. Is there something else? Oh, no. Why don't we just bring it with us? Okay, we won't say hi to our grandpa or anyone else. Back to the IVC, who generously sold us $30,000 worth of stuff. Hello, what I can do for you? I'd like to ask if the IBC's cooperation with the investigation we're working on. Would it be possible for you to do an account search for us, Long Fei? We're open to looking into some suspicious Mira transfers from a certain depositor. You want me to pull up private information on one of our clients? Doing so is within company policy that's related to a criminal inquiry. Mind telling me the details? See, I understand the circumstances. Will this be sufficient probable cause for us to conduct a search? Cracking down on these kinds of things is in the bank's best interest too. Fraud and damage your reputation. Correct, and this is related to a legitimate investigation. I can help. If just help from me simply telling you what I can pull up on my terminal screen here. Okay, an account registered under Minute. American Honey Company, subsidiary of the Quincy Company. There, we do have an account opened under that name. Hold on. Did you find something incriminating? I don't have the authority to tell you the exact balance in record, but I will say that the American Honey Company has no more than the minimum deposit in its account. What exactly does that mean? Basically, corporate accounts require an initial sum of capital to open. In this case, that base amount is all there is. From what you've told me, there's really tens of thousands of Mira unaccounted for. And it has the construction of the factory, management of the fields, and more to cover. It's simply impossible for any minimum deposit to keep up financing all that much is clear. Despite holding the titles to the land and signing several deals, the balance hasn't changed a single time. Suspicious, to say the least. Which, I mean, this account appears to have been made for the sole purposes of gaining Derek's trust. Things clearly aren't adding up here in more ways than one. Yeah, this is just the kind of evidence we need. We appreciate your cooperation. We're all glad to be of assistance. Should you require anything else, don't hesitate to ask. Okay, we now have material on every suspicious aspect of Minothan's plan. Let's make our way back to the Hayward residence. There you are. Everyone's finished asking about things. Okay, let's see what information we've got. Asked my business associates named Minithrin and any bells, rang any bells, having never heard of it. They informed me as he's been making inquiries into a certain market since arriving in Crossbell. What market would that be? Land prices in various locations are at Crossbell. Land prices? It's more like a real estate agent at this point, but a Quincy Company employee even need that kind of information. The answer to that might just be instrumental into helping us figure out Minot's true objective. Mr. Grimwood's also discovered something of note. Okay, so he's got something in his office. I'm guessing it's like an old case file that we need to look at. Okay, but he wants us to go and deal with Minot first while he gets this final piece of evidence. Okay. That all makes sense. I wonder if we can ruin his game of hide and seek. Oh, we can say we can fish here. Damn, did I already close the deal? You six again. Derek, Mineth, we have a few things we'd like to ask. What agreements are you having to conduct today? Meddling in my affairs on my father's path, are you? Please, Derek, there's no harm in asking questions. After all, our plans already been set in motion. What do you mean by that? Before you arrived, Derek and I finished signing the requisite paperwork. Due to have arranged to expand the operations to the Lotus Fields, lent to me by the villagers. Quincy Company will then take over the management of the fields. What? Send the rights to almost all the village's agriculture. Is this really what you want, Derek? What are you talking about? Nothing's changing, only transferring management of the fields to him. This is quite simple, really. The company harvesting the honey will be able to streamline production of candy. Free transfer of land rights to my company is a necessary step to facilitate the process. Crafty bastard. The scheme's entered its final phase, which means... Now then, Derek, hope to be delivering this contract to our main office. Touch tomorrow. Look forward to good news. Sounds great, I'll be waiting. Wait, can't let him get away. Here we go, Mineth. We have a few more questions. So, if they be? Well, for starters, you were of the allegations leveled against you. Primary of which, of course, is suspicion of fraud. What? Sir, how dare you insult me like that? Now, Derek, please calm yourself. Possibly make you suspect me of being a common criminal. Surely, of some manner, of proof to your claim. That we do. Drink, why don't you tell me all about it? Let me remind you, I'm an imperial citizen. If it turns out your allegations are indeed entirely baseless, I'll do. I must write that indignity, police officer, so you may be. It's fine with us. During the investigation, there's no doubt in my mind that Mineth is guilty. Expose him for the fraud he is and show Derek the truth. Very glib. So you want to play this? Go right ahead, I'll answer anything you like. First question. Your actions in Crossbell. There's a contradiction between what you've said and what you've done. Please recount your actions for me. Contradiction? Very well, since we're in Crossbell and cooperating with Derek to advance our plans. Said plan will result in the formation of the American Honey Company, a subsidiary of the Quincy Company, specialized in producing candy made from American's high-quality honey combined with the company's acumen is a surefire success. Venture's already been approved by the city, just about prepared to launch. What's so contradictory about that? Well, the plan is more like a charade from where I'm standing. Investigation uncovered a key discrepancy in what you said. You see, Mineth. I would say the plan is underway because he clearly hasn't paid for anything. There's been no transactions from the account. Let's see. Let's see what the correct answer is. Yeah, the plan is underway. Records we looked into at the IBC reveal your mistake. Say this plan is prepared to launch. In reality, hasn't made any progress at all. IBC, what are you talking about? Consider this: if the Quincy company truly did intend to go through with this plan in Crossbell, we need a loan from the IBC to fund the construction development of the subsidiary. Well, yes, of course. We're registered the company and didn't open a corporate account. That's as far as you went, isn't it? The account for the American Honey Company contained no more than the minimum balance required to open it. But we weren't told the exact amount. I would speculate it's only in the tens of thousands of Mira. So how are you planning to build a factory and run a business with so little starting capital? You looked into my IBC account? It can't be true, can it, Mineth? Please don't understand, Derek. I never said there's any credence to their claims. I'm merely commenting on the audacity it takes to do something so invasive. If that explains why there's hardly any Mira in the account. Being an executive of the company must be especially judicious when moving money around. Such I can't take out a loan on behalf of the Quincy company. Of course, I will be securing one from the IBC once I receive permission from the main office. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Definitely. And so we're just getting started. Continue to press him and pile on the evidence and get him to crack. Your face tells me something more to ask. I do. Far from our only point of contention about you, Mineth. Still not satisfied? Don't let them rattle you, Derek. Good opportunity for me to clear your mind. I'd love if we fail this and then the town just gets leveled. To ask you about Mineth. Say you're an executive of the Quincy company, but is that really true? Wait, what are you implying? That Mineth isn't associated with the Quincy company at all? Our evidence points to. Oh goodness me, I didn't you say something so outlandish. Show you my business card and employee ID. Those articles could be easily forged. Regardless, we have evidence that would supersede either of those. We found it in a Quincy company informational brochure. The brochure comes directly from the Quincy company's main office, so there's no doubt as to its authenticity. Well, there's a clear discrepancy between its contents and what you told us yesterday. Something you mentioned made it clear that you aren't the executive you claim to be. It would be his dislike of sweets, because they all taste them. It has to be approved by the executive team. Let me quote a statement you made yesterday. Despite working with the company, I've never been one for sweets. Do you deny this fact? Lloyd, how is that relevant? Right, I don't care for sweets. What of it? You're gonna say that someone who dislikes sweets couldn't possibly work for a confectionery company? Confectionery company in general maybe, but not this one in particular. What are you on about? Who do you work for? The confectionery police? This is what was written in the brochure. Prototypes are personally sampled by our executives, who, after many meetings, decide whether a product is worthy to go to market. Isn't that curious? Wait. It makes sense that somebody like Mineth who dislikes sweets would be hired by a company like Quincy. Not with a tradition like that. Wouldn't you agree? I never said I hated sweets. Guess I'm gonna work on this. You Mineth not liking this very conversation. How stupid do you think we are? Raises the question, why would you lie about being executive of the Quincy company? Simple, you intended to gain Derek's trust before ripping him off. This is the only deduction I can make based on the evidence. As for the confectioner seeking to make use of America's honey, Quincy company was merely a name with weight to it, one that Mineth threw in as a show of credibility. Mineth, what's the meaning of this? You tricked me? Derek, don't allow yourself to be deceived by these scoundrels. Would you just call us? Think about it for a second. Let's say, for argument's sake, that I did come to America Village for the purpose of founding a fraudulent honey company. If that be the case, I had an ulterior motive in deceiving my very good new friend Derek. But what was it? Why would I go to such ridiculous heights? No proof to back your claims, and you have no right to call me a fraud. You should arrest yourselves for slander. You bear the burden of proof as well as providing a viable motive. I love how Tio and Wazi asked for time to try and solve this case, and yet they're here just like, I have no idea. Lloyd, you figure it out for us. As far as the motive goes, that's a pretty good idea. What? Yeah, everyone else is like, I don't know. I have no ideas. If you have something to say, come out and say it. Pleasure. To all these lengths to the sea of the village with one goal in mind. Seizing the land rights. Yeah, that was what he had said in the Baron's case. True objective here is obtaining the land rights to America Village. A trader we know named Harold Hayworth gave us some information on you. Immediately after arriving in Crossbell, you and Minna started looking at land prices throughout the state. You were employed by the Quincy Company in search of new business ventures. This would make no sense. So why do it? I can go over one possibility. Seizing land was your aim from the start. Was all the outrageous schemes. There's more to it. America Village is surrounded by scenic beauty, making it a high-value location. Suppose the deeds were sold to a third party as prime real estate for a villa resort. How much mirror do you think they'd go for? Land like this, I'd estimate somewhere in the tens of millions of mira. So I don't think the villagers would ever agree to such an arrangement. Exactly. Made this whole fraudulent ruse painstaking as it was a necessity. I assume your motive was to obtain the land yourself. Your actions have been that much clearer. First, to obtain the rights to the lotus fields, the farmland, and the village's private property. Under the pretext of returning to your company's main office, you vanished from Crossbell entirely. Finally, you sell the deeds on the black market and pocket a hefty sum of mira they're worth. That minute has been your plan the entire time. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Lloyd. What's that? Goodness, looks like we made it in time. Derek. Father, Mr. Hayward. You from Mr. Grimswood's office? I'm his assistant, Pete. Himself had to get back to drafting the Constitution. Did you come with the evidence? That we did. He said there's a proof to be useful insurance. I guess as long as we kept him like talking this whole time, this evidence would just immediately incriminate him. Okay. And this picture is... Why do you have this? Or Mr. Grimwood knew in the Empire gave this to him a long time ago. The name on the photo isn't Minute, it's Rittner. Rittner, I feel like we heard the name recently. The name of the man who stole the Erebonian Baron's land, the one Mr. Grimwood told us about. Oh yeah, that dude. Fred asked Ian about it and said there's no mistaking it. Well, this is a plot twist I wasn't expecting. But why don't you do Minute the honors to tell him the only thing this photo can mean? He's a time traveler. The reason the men before us, Minute and photo Rittner look identical is because they're the same person. Yeah. Because they're the same person, their MOs are such a close match. Mr. Grimwood came to the same conclusion. Mr. Grimwood thinks you're an idiot. He thinks they're the same person. Man must have swindling down to exact orbital science. Minute, actually charged with attempted fraud. This is, of course, on top of the fraud previously committed in Erebonia. Well, guess how many skeletons will find the closet when we're done with you? Very much like to hear all the details in the department's interrogation. Damn you. Professional, my work must be flawless. Meddlesome brats. Don't get too full of yourselves to me one this time, but I won't be apprehended so easily. We just chased an old lady on a train. Oh, he's got the The trained war beasts. Okay. So he's not gonna have them fight us, because we could take them, I'm sure. But he's gonna have them threaten all the innocents. Fairly well. We shall never meet again. Just let him escape. After him. No. You have to get away. I've been so frustrated. I can't believe a spineless coward like him gave us the slip. None of the villages were hurt. The silver lining. What a mess. If you come across me again, you won't be so lucky. Hello, let's regroup and report on what's happened. Don't get the license plate number? And thank you enough for all you've done. Save the village from the clutches of that con man. But we got away in the end. Yes, but now the department knows to keep a lookout for him. It'll be a matter of time before he's caught. Eric made a grave mistake and put everyone through so much trouble just so they could fix it. Not that man roped me into a scheme and nearly cost us all our livelihoods. Be so hard on yourself, you're not the one who's guilty. Wrong. I felt completely no two ways about it. I was desperate to fix and reform him, but I ignored my father and almost drove him to the ground instead. No right to become the next village chief. That is where you're wrong. I've been so stuck in my old ways that I never tried to hear your proposals for what they were. I know the village will go under if we maintain our current course, and yet I've done nothing. My inaction that drove you to this, thus I must bear a large share of the responsibility for letting it happen. Sorry, Admiral Chief Tulta. At this crisis, I finally realized where I went wrong. The welfare of this village cannot hinge entirely on the ideology of a single stubborn old man. Instead, Eric had asked that you provide me your input as well. We each contribute our ideas and discuss them with the villagers. The only way we can ensure a future for America. Here on and dedicate myself to the betterment of the village. Makes almost losing your whole village subcrypt worth it, wouldn't you say? Socket, we'll see. Learned how to read a room. Sorry about him, I swear we've tried everything. Mr. Grimwood also helped out. Beetle passed on. Thanks. And Harold, well, Harold also helped. Yeah, keep a lookout for him in case he returns. And if he does, call the police. Alright, now we can finally fish here with our new fishing rod. Or a pet would if and you can actually bite. Do you get to keep your truck? This poor guy might lose his car. Yeah, I did want to go. I was curious if I could buy a fishing rod from the Imperial Fishing whatever. Perfect. Like, can I just go upstairs? Looks nice to see you caught 0 more fish to put inside. In fact, it looks like you killed some fish. Alright, what was... I know what I want to do. I know it said 2 days later, but let's go back to the hospital and see if we can eat hospital food. I'm guessing the answer is no. Shining palm cushion. Don't think we've done this one yet. Oh, racers are here. Lynn, Heoli, what brings you to St. Ursula's Day? I'm gonna breathe and doing some prep work before I get back investigating cryptids. I should put the sandbar we exterminated that one yesterday. You can find some link between the cryptids and that Aurora McGrath you reported. Arius was back to work just, you know. He was handling the last cryptid that was assigned to the guild. All himself, huh? Anything we can do to lend a hand? I think we have it under control. But need some hugs and kisses from Tio to perk me up, so I'm in more trouble. You will survive. So cruel. I'm more concerned for her if she didn't act this way. In other words, there's nothing to worry about. Take care of yourselves. You guys just keep doing what you're doing on your end. We got a little cutscene. Let's go drop this off in Kia's bedroom. Hope I didn't do the thing where I bought something we've already bought, so the game doesn't stop me. Which is a flaw, I think, personally. Not that there's too many big flaws like that. Why is only Kia voiced here? Oh, okay, and it did both. Curious why we couldn't do the black teddy bear before. And there's a little picture of her with Shizuku. One at the back, I think, has Randy's hair. I see that red blob. Maybe it's supposed to be a group shot with all of SSS. Alright. Sure, let's do the airport task. That's... West crossbow. That's probably Ursula Road. Yeah. Okay, Kim speaking to the support request. See you. Thanks so much for coming by here. It's gonna take a while to complete. Ready to start? Press is about some misdelivered packages, right? And boy, were they misdelivered. Our company delivers parcels to places all over the continent. We made an error when we were in Crossbell. Several were listed with incorrect addresses by our staff and sent to the wrong locations. How does such a mistake happen to multiple packages at once? Our present's a little scatterbrained, to put it nice. So this is the Capua, if you remember them. It's this will be the girl pilot from the Sky games. One time she even mixed up a shipping label with a letter from a friend. Wow, it doesn't sound like your present's the most meticulous person out there. I won't deny it. He's a good man. He had to know where to go. He took us in with open arms. Long story short, I need to straighten out the package to end up the wrong addresses. Usually I have a local shipping company to handle the cargo, but once it gets across, we'll say that. So I have no idea what was going on. Okay, do you happen to have a bead on where all the errant deliveries are? Shoot, little net. Parcel intended for St. Ursula's ended up at Maine's Inn. St. Ursula's was supposed to go to a residential district. Fragile package. This package is supposed to go to... This is just a chain delivery request. Okay, so technically outside of the city. To the garage we go. So first we gotta go to mains.
お安いご用です。はい、到着しました。
Seen any strange packages? Oh yes. When you thought one thought sent to us, I didn't even begin to guess. Do you know something about it? Chock full of scalpels. Only imagine how disconcerting it was when they suddenly arrived. It got so spooked she was hell-bent on throwing them in the trash tomorrow. We made it in time. I didn't give you the package you were supposed to receive. Drinking glasses, okay. Okay, so now we have to go deliver scalpels to the hospital. I'm so glad they gave us this car. We literally just went halfway across the map. Okay. One of our clumsy nurses made bad orders. Okay, so we'll go and check out the package at the nurse's station. Just getting chewed out right now. Worn out doll. Package meant for a private address. Empty house. Okay, I think I know the one. Empty house wants a creepy doll. I love that for us. Okay, to the haunted house. So that's this one. This place doesn't exactly feel lived in, you know what I mean? Something messed up. The sender wrote down the wrong address. Delivery slip doesn't list a recipient-only destination. Sure, Tio senses something. It's open. A little jar, so I thought it might be. When we show ourselves in. No treasure chest hiding back here, since it's the first time we've ever been here. Excuse me, is anyone home? I tell you, no one lives here. This is definitely the address in the delivery slip. My entrance wasn't locked either. Who are you? Huh? Girl? Excuse us, are you the only one home? We're here to deliver a package. Oh, she's finally here? Don't you stand there, come in. I'm so excited she didn't even let you finish. Look, we found our recipient. She's clearly expecting delivery. It's odd, though. There really was a little girl living here. I'm sure I'd have heard of it. I don't know what to tell you. Met this word 10 seconds ago, same as the rest of us. Just what the hell's going on here? Now let's follow her and see where this leads. Well, here's the package. It's finally found her way home. Why is this doll her? It's pretty raggedy. I think it's one of those famous antiques from Rosenberg. I think so. It doesn't look very expensive. This doll, did it used to be yours, maybe? She's not an it. She's my beloved little sisters, and she's just adorable. Is she now? Goodness, we were able to reunite the two of you. Yes, thank you. I'm going to take her back to our bedroom. The woman feels completely lost. No anyone's home, no parents, nothing. No, it's going to be the opposite. Tio doesn't sense anyone here. Nothing. There's only my imagination, I think. Hey, who's in here? The front door? A guest? Parents don't seem to be hoping, so maybe we should answer for her. Zelda. Isn't the police? What are you doing in a place like this? Police business? See all the way out here from your antique shop. Police business? What the devil for? This has been abandoned for over a decade. What I'm doing, I'm using this as a warehouse for my merchandise. Why, you look like you saw a ghost. Alright, what's the big deal here? Mel just tell the truth about using this place for storage. I explained the creepy little girl. Good question. Let's ask ourselves. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation. Right. In the back room. What, are your ears screwed on her? It's just told you no one lives here. Where'd she go? Think she's hiding somewhere? Lord, look at those. No, now there's two creepy dolls. Okay, that's great. Dolls organized. The woman just delivered, but the other one. Looks like the girl we spoke to. I think a lot of you owe me an explanation. Would you say spill it? Would you rather arrest yourselves for trespassing? I think that's how it works. But let me explain. Turns out what he said had a grain of truth in it after all. What are you talking about? I purchased one of those two dolls traveling abroad many years back. They said to have been crafted to resemble daughters of a noble family. They're twins, so two dolls were made. Unfortunately, I was only able to get my hands on one of them. Nothing wrong with the doll per se, but strange, I can never convince anyone to even consider buying it. What does that last part have to do with anything? The detective, you're astonished, looked dim. Police were made to deliver a second doll, whereupon he came across a mysterious girl who resembles the first. Saying as perhaps the doll came to life and summoned her twin, no? That's ridiculous. A certain man has always told me just that every doll has its own destiny. The old fogey was on something this whole time. It still sounds absurd. Telling us that the girl who spoke to us was a ghost of this doll? I would refuse to believe it. Perhaps that claims side, there's a substantial concentration of spiritual energy in this building. Since the presence of the three higher elements. Okay, great. In other words, what this may have been a spiritual phenomenon of sorts. So we found the ghost room, and the ghost is the twins. I'm locking that in right now. Explaining the hair standing up on the back of my neck. And this would have been a hell of a lot easier if we were all just hallucinating. Tio Tot says there's something to it, I'm not going to tell her otherwise. You're kidding, right? I don't believe any of this. It's fun to watch you all shiver and tremble yourselves silly. And day, whether or not you put any stock into blatherings with that reclusive doll fanatic is up to you. One thing's for certain. Now that those sisters are reunited, they can finally find a proper home. By which I mean buyer. That's good news for my bottom line. It's always about the money, huh, old bag? Anyways, that wraps up the request. The sooner we leave this house of horrors, the better. We didn't talk to her, did we? She's still a little haunted by the experience. Give her some time, she'll be fine. Interestingly enough, can we go and buy said creepy dolls now? She was gonna try to find a buyer, so why not us? Actually, we haven't checked her store in a while. It's interesting that her shop is now locked. Are we allowed to just trespass now? Yes, we are allowed to trespass. Monthly car mania. Deep paintwork. This book says car. I don't know what kind of storage she's using this for, but not to be rude to Melda, but aren't you the slightest bit afraid of them? Selling a pair of haunted dolls is the sort of thing that can, well, you know, curse someone. Would I ever stay in this business? I was afraid of a few measly ghouls. Besides, I truly think they're the only potentially haunted items I have here. Perhaps I could interest you in a ring said to bring misfortune to its owners, one after another. I think we'll pass. It's a bizarre collection of items she has. The reason why this place is so saturated with spiritual energy. In other words, the old bag's full? Makes sense to me. Alright, Ellie will be happy to get out of there and not be cursed. Let's go do this monster quest next. Just West Crossbell Highway. Let's grab the car. Oh wait, can't remember, did we buy something else? We did get this one, speed. We can be speed. No, but I do want to see what this...
Yosh, yaru ka.
It's like a deep red. No, we'll stick with cool. There's somewhere in west. Okay. We'll start here.
Yosh.
Let's head back towards the city. Oh, I know what else we didn't do. We bought a new Master Quartz. Aegis. In battle with immunity. 1 stacks of complete immunity. It's very defensive. It looks like a better version of Shield. Shield just has a couple higher ones. I think we give you that one. Also, we upgraded some stuff on people. Have any, like... No, it doesn't look like we have any second level stuff we want to throw in. We're almost not with the send to Jubilee, a total stranger to him. It was the receiver, Genevieve, his bride of 7 months. Okay. At the end of this, I will hopefully remember to Google and see if someone has compiled all those so I can actually understand what the heck is going on.
戦闘終了。やれやれです。
みんな気をつけて。
みんな
俺の番だな。
私の番です。へい。さてと。
行くぞ。
デンジネット投射。
はい。へい。データ収集終了しました。
Use my code Wishy with Mishy to get 500 Mira for next Crossbell Eats order. Controller temporary disconnected, but we're back.
はい。分析の詳細です。ゲットです。
I guess are the earthquake ones.
Oh shit, there goes the channel. Sherbet_Aurora just rated with 11 on
Hello,
ones.
Sherb, how's it going? I was talking. Is it super late for you? Isn't it like almost 3 a.m.? How is everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well. My name's Popeye. We're playing Trails to Azure. This is a. It's not fine, I'm sure. This is a JRPG in the Trails of series. Fantastic series. If you watch the Nintendo Direct on Wednesday, they're actually remaking the first Sky game in this. Looks wonderful. Can't wait for it to come out. Hello, Takvi. Hello, Rave Turn. How's everyone doing today? But yes, a little bit more about me. I'm a Canadian software developer. On top of loving JRPGs, I also like doing game demos. We've been JRPG for the world. Maybe if it wasn't 3 a.m., you would remember words. Yeah, I also do a lot of game demos on this stream. Last week we demoed 2 games, including one that's currently on sale right now called Methods, the Canada Files. If you like kind of like the Ace Attorney kind of investigation kind of thing with like wacky characters and like a unique art style, that's on sale, as well as the core Methods game is on sale 60% off, I believe, until next week. Yeah. And I've already bought it, so there's my 2 cents on whether or not you should get it if you like that kind of game. And I've got, I think, 10 more demos that I'm trying to get out through the rest of this year. I'm trying to do a couple demos every week or every other week. All right, you guys, what did you? Fire is best, and when I attack you, cause earthquakes. So let's not attack everyone all at once. So you're gonna earthquake me, yeah. That's a lot of earthquake. As tempting as it is to just hit everyone all at once, should probably not do that. Do that. You have enough to energy circle? Yes, just not everyone fits inside said circle. Let's do us 3. If Holland can blind, steal that team rush, I would not like that. Okay, you're blind, so let's do arts. That's annoying for my speed, though. Or sorry, my strength. Let's move here to try and get... Actually, I should be splitting up so that the earthquakes don't hit everyone. Actually, let's drop your S break to get the invincibility. Okay, are you still blind? Yes. Very blind. You probably should eat something. Sure, we'll do the burger. Actually. Oh, why did I do this? This is gonna hit so many people. I regret this immediately. I don't have mass healing either. Well, go for it. Okay, and the Earth Shaker just hits everyone, so spreading out actually also does nothing. Oh, you have res abilities? Oh, dang it, Randy, your toes are just not inside that. Let's not AoE hit a bunch of people. That's gonna just trigger. Recovery dishes don't restore stuff super well like I would hope. Keep you alive. Jeez, that's... Do these three, I guess. I think, yeah, we're gonna have to retry that one. Okay. So what have we learned? I should stop S braking. That would probably be very helpful. Instead, combos are probably also not great. Probably what I want to be doing. Can we chrono down? That would be very helpful. Chrono up us would also be very helpful. Maybe doing analysis again. Single target. Lloyd's tanking. Let's make sure we're keeping him healed. Already hit you, so let's go. Right, you're blind. Dang it. We'll do that, because that'll also cure the... Oh, it doesn't cure the blindness? Ah, right, Diane, that's yours. Just leave healing to you, but we're gonna chrono down the other half. You are still blind, yes, yes. We're also blind. Sure, let's accelerate them. Okay, that was actually very helpful. Chrono down. Okay, there we go, that's one down. Team could do with a bit of help. Let's energy circle these three.
行くぞ。エニグマ、それ。
行くぜ。
We're gonna steal that crit with a defense, but it won't trigger any earthquakes from them. Give you teeth. Sure.
それ、うまい。
さてと
行くぜ。
任せてくれ。
So blind, yes, very much so. Chrono down.
エニグマクロ私の番ね。エニグマ駆動。
But Ellie,
任せろ。
actually, you also have heal, right?
ありがとう。私の番です。ドライブ開始。
よし。
You're not blind now. There we go. Okay, they're now directing their magic at this one. Right, dang, blind.
ありがとう。行きます。エニグマクロ
世話がや。
私の番ね。
さあ、俺の番だ。
よし。で、任せてくれ。
さてと。
That's...
エニグマクロ
Slow and steady with these guys. I would love to use my S breaks and do some big AoEs, but they're just going to counter hard. And slowing them down also helps because if it's not their turn, they don't get to counter. It's like a delayed counter. Now let's speed up. Go for this one, because it's not speed down. You're not blind right now. You are blind.
Enigma.
私の番です。ドライブ開始。やありがとう。さてと。皆さん大丈夫ですか？
Okay. Saw a missile and I got worried that she was gonna like AoE.
エニグマクロ
任せろ。
任せて。エニグマ駆動。
俺の番だな。
Okay, after Ellie's attack, we're gonna use her S break to heal.
任せて。ありがとうございました。
Get your counter. It's fine.
ドライブ
Speed down on them. Not blind.
任せてくれ。
Are blind.
エニグマ。
Randy should be able to take care of them. So let's chrono down on you guys. There we go.
行きます。エニグマクロ
世話がはっチャンスだ。
I'm gonna cancel this only because I don't want both of them to counter. Just one of them.
俺の番だ。
ありがとう。
任せろ。
よし。
私の番です。エニグマクロ私の番ね。エニグマすべ
任せてくれ。
俺の番だ。任せろ。
俺の番だ。
Sage, get rid of you. It's great. There's a crit coming up. This is a rush turn, so we're gonna get the crit. So we'll do that to get a crit heal counter. That's fine. So crit heal. Now we just go ham. Actually, now we can also let loose on S breaks. And that should be game. There we go. Alright, there was some S break stuff I wanted to look at. Oh, we got a new craft book. What pairs haven't? Randy and Wazzy. I was thinking Wazzy, but I couldn't think of who else would be. Last Rebellion. Okay. Who has had changes in... Sorry, is it under status? That's a magic attack. We want you in healing, because your healing is huge. Complete immunity is very helpful. And you guys have no other options. Okay. Back to the car then. Take out these wolves first.
そこです。迎撃完了。先に行きましょう。
Okay, where's our car at? Find this lizard. There's our car. Okay, and then what was the next thing we had to do? Theme park. Okay, let's go to the harbor district. Please don't whack the car. Oh, I probably want to rest in said car after that fight.
どうしますか?
Even though our beds are right there, we're gonna have a nice car rest instead. Okay. Harbor. Okay. One of our support requests came from the theme park, didn't it? Right, involved helping Mishi in some way? Wonder what they need us to do. Does it truly matter? Mishi needs our assistance. We have no time to lose. We all know Teotot stands in this. Something tells me this is a new one to remember. Yeah, we're gonna go to the theme park. A Steamboat Willie our way over there. What a pickle. This is liable to throw off the entire morning schedule. We're with the police. Maybe Hanks. We're here for the request you submitted. Oh, thanks. You're the SSS? Let's see. It would be a perfect fit. No sizing adjustments needed. Wait, sizing adjustments? Try to understand what you mean. Do you mind explaining your request? Oh, how careless of me. My apologies. I'm sure you're familiar with our park's mascot, Mishi. No breathing soul could know more. Teotot's here has a bit of an obsession. Yeah, we know him. Heard to live in Crossbell too long without seeing that fluff all around. Does she have something to do with your request? Yeah, I mean... I'm not sure what else. No glue, nothing. No expensive glue. Thing is, we received some bad news this morning. The actor who portrayed Mishy since the park opened told us he wasn't going to make it. Make it? Wait, you don't mean? Oh, no, nothing that dire. Just a sudden upset stomach. Plans for him to get some medicine at St. Ursula and return to work as soon as he's able. If all goes well, he'll be back in action as early as this afternoon. What still leaves the problem with the morning performance? Oh, please let this be DDR and we can just totally mess it up. That's where you come in. I need someone to don the fur and be Mishy stand-in for a few hours. Mishy's stand-in? Hey, that sounds pretty fun. Right, where do I get changed? Yeah, I don't think so. You're far too tall to fit into the costume. On the other hand, I think your pal here with the overly serious expression would be perfect. Me? Oh, come on. Just gonna use that kitty suit as a free pass to pick up. No, Randy. How's this my fault? Probably for the best, otherwise Randy would be given catfishing a whole new meaning. Back to the matter at hand, you think you can do it? Oh, we didn't come all the way to nothing. We'll take the job. Ooh, I owe you one. Now then. Nothing more to cover, let's... I think Tio has some questions. Tio, something wrong? Been very quiet these past few minutes. Costume actor, upset stomach, medicine. What's got in here? Pulling back the curtain may have been more than she can handle. Be very careful with the next words you say. Do what I can. Tio? No need to mind me. If she needs us, I'll make sure to contribute as actively as I can. The spirit Tio taught. Oh, like the way she phrased that, which is really okay. Everything settled? Good, now just fall into the locker room. Sure, lead the way. Well, how do I look? Adorable, actually. Yeah, it screams you. What way? It's a full bodysuit, Noel. So, you comfortable in there? Does it get pretty toasty? Sure, well, it's not the most breathable outfit I've ever worn, to say the least. Luckily, the height is right. Feels a bit loose, though, so it's a little weird to move in. What's with the small stuff? You're gonna be doing enough sweating in the costume as it is. And is this gonna be worth it? Mishy fangirls fawning over you, your arms around them with no hang-ups. I have plenty of hang-ups with that for your information. Speaking of fangirls, where did Tia run off to? Now that you mention it, I saw her catching the staff member's attention before walking away with him. Ta-da! Is she gonna be Michette? Yeah. What in the? Is that you two? Don't tell me my older brother's forgotten my face. Gotta be kidding me. Goodness, you look so cute, Tio. Was character the one who likes to play hide and seek? Yes, I am Mishy's little sister, Michette. A selfless girl who's always looking out for a clumsy oaf of an older brother with judgmental eyes. Judgmental? Right, yeah. Not at the last time we came to the theme park. She came up to me asking if she could help by playing the role of Michette. Technically, the regular Michette's shift doesn't start until later, so I thought, what the hey? So that's where she went? Wait, by help, what do you mean? It's my intention to supervise Lloyd's Mishy routine. Rest assured, his shins will rue every blunder he makes. Ah, the brutal barbs of tough love. What an adoring little sister you have, Mishy. I just wish my shins got a say in it. Wait, shouldn't you be the one giving me acting direction? It's alright, we won't have a chance. It's almost time for Mishy to start touring his way around the park. Listen, just ask yourself, what will Mishy do? Go from there. I'm sure it'll work out, probably. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Remember, at the end of your morning due, you're scheduled to do the Mishy dance in the main plaza. That one I did prepare a manual for. Skim it and remember what you can. Oh gosh, we're gonna have to remember this, aren't we? Dance with passion and pizzazz. Don't forget to close the show with Mishy's signature catchphrase, let's dance and make a wishy with Mishy. Well, that's helpful. Catchphrase I get, this passion pizzazz part's a little vague. To tell you the truth, we generally leave Mishy's characterization of the patrons up to the actor. The entire history of the park would never even needed a written manual, until today that is. You make a mistake, you make a mistake, don't let it get you down too much. On the contrary, as the one supervising, I will not tolerate even a single error. Giving conflicting signals. Oops, showtime, let's wrap this thing up so you can get out there. The rest of us will spend the time patrolling the park then. I like you too. I'm just coming to prove yourself, Lloyd. Yeah, no pressure. Yeah, so we gotta remember this catchphrase right here. Get out there and make those kids' wishes come true. I'm counting on you, Mishy, and you too, Michette. Nothing, I hope this all works out. Sharp, here comes our first patron. Wow, it's Mishy. Mom, Dad, look, he's really here. Well, so he is. How about that? Settle down, sweetie. You wouldn't want to tire yourself out before you get to the attractions. Yay, Mishy, 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 Mishy. Let me think, how would Mishy normally respond to a situation like this? Do we respond with capitalism? I have to Google if there's a right answer to these. I assume there is, that we get bonus stuff. But I don't care, we're not going for a full 100% playthrough. Theme park trouble. Gosh, this actually matters a whole bunch. Each of these that we answer wrong is technically like a missed like point. But I'll just pick the ones that I think are right, or if there's one that looks really funny, I'll pick that. Have a Mickey magical time? I will, thanks, Mishy. Come on, Mom, come on, Dad, let's hurry up and go in. Alright, alright. No need to rush, we have an entire day of fun ahead of us. Did I do okay? Very much so, Lloyd. Your Mickey was particularly inspired. Thanks, though I can't say it's easy to say this without getting embarrassed. Get used to it. Wow, Tio, you're a pro already. Surprisingly cute coming from her. Keep up the good work. Hey, no, Wazzy. Isn't the Special Sports Section's dynamic sibling duo? Goodness, you're here, Lloyd. I have an urgent progress report to make. Time I take my eyes off Wazzy. He runs off to get on the rides. Oh, don't be such a cop. It's not fun. I'm gonna burn the park down. We're still making rounds, aren't we? It's the harm having a little bit of fun along the way. Wazzy, we are the cops, not to mention on duty. Speaking of duty, of a pair of children approaching on your 9. It's Mishy. Look, Michette's here too. My hide-and-seek skills need refining. Super kick. Wait, no. Say, you can't just assault Mishy. Why would you even do that? But did nobody ever tell you kicking Mishy brings you good luck? Everyone knows it's stored in the butt. That's why you gotta boot it all out. A genius thought this up anyway. Hey, think it works the same with Michette too? Something, how would Mishy deal with this? I'd tickle them. I mean, I can give them extra. I wish the option was to just like boot them off the bridge. that would be my like choice. Is just like, you know. Yeah. No, we're gonna tickle him. I have no idea. Well, let's see. Was that the right answer? I didn't even care. Tickle them. Tickle me, Elmo was the right choice. It's Mishy's famous Mishy Gitchy Goo attack. I hate this very much. Run away. That'll show them. Yeah, I hear ya. Oh, make sure you have some water before you finally lay down for the night. Didn't realize playing Kick the Mascot was going to be part of the job too. Exactly. Could have this been just one of the park's recent fads. Them's the breaks. For the record, I did try to help. Potatoes and water sounds like a good idea. Did I handle that okay though? Just making up as I went along. fine. It is far more preferable than losing your temper with them. She's a kind and gentle being. Driving children away by brute force would have been unacceptable. Dang, I kind of wish we used brute force on the children now. Judgment served you well, Lloyd. Thanks, I try. Glad they didn't end up kicking Tio, too. Thanks to Lloyd's dashing rescue course, perhaps we should add Sister Complex to his rapidly expanding list of proclivities. Gosh, Wazzy. Stop bringing out the big words late at night. Mishy and Michette are siblings, are the siblings here, not us. This park's not in Alabama, so... Incidentally, my research indicated that Mishy's posterior is resistant to strikes and impacts. How did you research this, Tio? I probably don't want to know. Also, one person was in front of me and one was on my side. I think Lloyd was getting kicked in the junk instead. I don't think they kicked any luck out of his butt. Yeah, you're right. I must have put extra padding in the costume. I wonder it's so much thicker down there. You also have a giant tail, if that's where they were kicking you. There's also a giant zipper on the back, so I don't know how, like... kids aren't just sort of pulling the zipper down on you. Make our way to the next area. Remember to keep in mind how tight our morning schedule is. Right, I won't. See you guys later. Knock 'em dead, Lloyd. You too, Tio. Alright, back to sneaking on rides for me. Love how we just ignore Wazzy at this point. Hey guys. Nice hustle out there, superstar. You look like you've had a hard day of work. How do you say it's been going so far? Well, I got 20 footprints on my butt, so not great. It's a little harder than I imagined. This costume gets toasty like you wouldn't believe. Did I remind you, Lloyd, this is not a pleasant stroll we're taking around the park right now. As friendly as possible, simultaneously making the park guests feel lucky just to have seen you. Right, I'll try my best. No room for air with Tio once Mishy comes in the picture, is there? Do you can to keep up, Lloyd, or else Tio Tot's gonna have you strung up to dry in front of the horror coaster. Oh look, it's Mishy. Yeah, you're right. Look, yes, running into him on the steps of the Ferris wheel. He's so cute, we just have to get a photo with him. Sure thing, let's do it. Excuse me, do you think you could take a picture for us? I'd love to. Picture, okay, what would Mishy do in the situation? I guess stand between them. This is going down as the day we finally met Mishy. Okay, smile for the camera. Everyone all ready? Say cheese. Thanks for the help. Yeah, what she said. Welcome. Here you are. I do okay? Why are some of these voiced? Like that one line was voiced, and nothing else is voiced. The living symbol of the theme park Mishy is in and of himself a walking attraction, knowing that in partial course of actions is to stand directly between the guests. Proud to see you adapting so close to the ways of the Mishalamite. I'm honored, I think. Well, as long as you have Tio with you, he'll be fine. Good luck to you, Tio. Keep an eye out. Yeah, have fun with your date, we'll have fun on ours. No, we will not. Yeesh, so buy me a Bell Cola before shut me down. Okay, then let's try not to let them or anyone else down. To the next location. Sorry for the delay, everyone. It's the moment you all been waiting for. Mishy and Michette are going to do the Mishy dance. Yay, Mishy. They're so cute. Oh, the dance routine. I'm starting to tense up. Should be fine. Mishy dance is usually improvised anyway. Some guidelines, but I'm sure they'll manage if you use common sense. Guidelines, huh? Sorry, they gave us a manual about that for the job. Just recall what it said. Alright, everyone, all together now. Mishy and Michette, bring it home. Go. You remember to dance with passion and pizzazz. Roger. This is not improvised at all. This is the most coordinated thing I've ever seen in my life. Now for Mishy's catchphrase. That was wishy with Mishy. Although I do enjoy Mishy's love, Mishy's life. That's great. Sure, this was the right one. Let's dance and make a wishy with Mishy. You can do it, Lloyd. You've obtained total Mishlightenment. Oh, so apparently if you don't get this perfect, you also miss a collectible. Interesting. If someone else plays this, let me know what happens if, like, you just destroy Tio's hopes and dreams by picking the wrong answers. I think we managed to pull that one off. Well done, dancing in a mascot costume is more daunting than I'd realized. Do that again, I'm burdened up in here. The usual guy do this every day, and we made some real stern stuff. I'd imagine so. Hey, Mishy, Michette. See you, Mr. Hanks. Good job out there, kids, you did great. Michette's been all anybody's been talking about today. Our guests couldn't get enough of her. Of me? Really? Yep, they said the whole cool and aloof shtick Michette would lapse into around Mishy drove them wild. This is a sign we should sit down and rethink Michette's entire character. Fancy that. I'm happy to be of service. Secondly, have you heard back from the usual actor? Oh, almost forgot. Came in just a little while ago. Said he wanted to meet you. Should find him waiting in the locker room when you get back. Thanks again for all your help. It's not much, but I hope you accept this. Yeah, so if you get perfect, you get this plush. If you don't get all the answers right, you just get nothing. So I guess people weren't super happy about Michette. Happy to help. Thanks, Mr. Hanks. Ready to head back inside, Tio? Yes, let's. Michette mode disengage. I am drenched in sweat. That was the most effort you've ever given on a support request. Did good out there, Tio. Perhaps your Mihi mimicry was exceptionally superb, Lloyd. Honor and privilege to share the Mishy dance with you. Come on, you're gonna make me blush. I think it's about time to rejoin the others. The usual Mishy actor still not here yet. Not that I have seen. Appears to be running late. Sorry to keep you waiting, kids. Excuse me for that. Better out than in, though, eh? Here's that the pills I've been taking don't work unless I have them after a meal. Skip breakfast too, so I wound up wolfing down lunch like you wouldn't believe. How's my costume in the locker? Look, see, I've never seen a professional mascot before. I think, but I feel like I recognize your faces from somewhere. Well, whatever, I owe you kids big time. Can't have Michelin Wonderland without Mishy, after all. Thanks for filling in for me, boyo. Whoops, just look at the time. Gotta get changed and prep for the afternoon shift. Transformation complete. Again, mister. You too, little missy. You really saved my fur. Just leave the rest of me. See you later. The pro. His voice sounded like it shifted 3 whole octaves. That's the real Mishy, no doubt about it. Went out of costume. It's not even from the same universe. Well, that was something. I feel like we just uncovered one of Crossbell's dirtiest secrets. Okay, so let's meet up with the others, shall we? I think we destroyed all of Tio's hopes and dreams in that moment, actually. Oh, we can try that fishing spot there with our new rod. Yo, Lloyd, something happened to Tio Tot. She's been like that ever since we got back on the cruise ship. Right, she's been staring up into space, eyes empty. I believe that's what we call the look of desolation. Let's just say she's been through a lot today. Are you sick? Should we take you to see a doctor? No, I will survive. A bit bewildered. I believe I've managed to come to terms with it. Merely a single rung on the ladder to adulthood. Alright, let's do this fishing bit here. Our new fishing rod. See if anything likes carp. And then we'll go and put that item we got to check if it was... I think it goes into Tio's room. Let's see. Queen crab. That's a new one. shit. Yeah, Tio's room. Okay, so let's go drop that off, and then I think that's where we'll call it for today. Okay, Tio's room is second one? Question mark? This should suffice. Oh, and we've completed Tio's room. So we're getting the cutscene. That's how everyone types. Hey Tio, got a minute? Hey Tio, you come in, Lloyd. Is it time to depart? It's about. HQ didn't need anything else in particular from us today. Everyone's set to go yet though, so you can take your time if you want. No need, I'm ready when you are. So you've got some new additions to your room. We've collected all of the cats. I've been building quite a collection. Creswell has a significant advantage over neighboring countries where it comes to mascot-based merchandise. This is Mishy's hometown, after all. Thanks to Michelin Wonderland, his influence is spreading abroad, too. That note, that pink Mishy over there, Michette, was it? She's his little sister, right? Correct, Michette is a quintessential little sister character, both harsh on and protective of her helpless big brother. She contains multitudes. Does she now? How many multitudes could a palette swap possibly cover? What about that black cat over there? He has the same design as your cushions. Is he related to Mishy? That'd be Kagemaru. It's a cat owned by the protagonist of a recent, much-beloved series of novels. Kagemaru's daring brand of cuteness and signature purr have contributed to a giant surge in his popularity. You don't say. When I think of it, I'm pretty sure I've seen him offered as a prize in the casino. To be honest, I've never really understood the appeal of these guys. I mean, they're not exactly what I would call cute. Forget I said anything. Well, your conclusion is fallacious, invalid, and most of all blasphemous. I can understand how you arrived at it. Mishy's charms are particular and nuanced, his main selling point being his troubled-looking face. Kagemaru is more of an atypical mascot whose dour disposition makes him extra endearing to his fans and enthusiasts. Neither fits the conventional wisdom of what qualifies as cute. That, paradoxically, is what makes them more so. Make a strangely compelling point, so I never put much thought into what people find so charming about them. Or on the subject, Tio. Which do you prefer? Do you have a favorite? Now you've done it. What? Tried avoiding this topic. Tried to remain ambivalent for far too long. Your question is thrown open the floodgates. I will run no more. Tio, you're starting to scare me. We'll revisit this grand debate after dinner tonight at length. Brew yourself a pot of coffee, Lloyd. We have all night to cover every conceivable angle of this topic. The book I was going to catch up on. A poor sleep schedule. Okay, we've officially finished all of Tio's decorations. And that is where we're going to call it for tonight.